Yeah, hi.
So, guys, without further ado, I see a lot of you are here. I'm hoping I'm audible. I would love to see some yes in the chat boxes. If you can hear me, if there are any concerns, please let me know. While you send the message, please try and send it to everyone and not just host and panelists because the default settings would do that. Uh, Brilliant. I'm glad all of you can hear me, and I hope you registered my name as well. Without further ado, sharing screen and quickly moving to the session. Let me know if the screen is visible to the group. I'm hoping it is. Just a quick format and introduction to the group. We typically run sessions on the topic that we have, like the masterclasses that we do. I take in questions towards the end. So what you could do is there is a Q&A column. Feel free to add in your question there, and we'll keep taking breaks in between to kind of let your questions also seep in. But the majority of the questions are streamed towards the end. So make sure you stay till the very end of the workshop and get all your questions answered by me. And on that topic, who the hell am I? Why am I here? And why is it important for you to learn SEO from me? So, hi, I'm Krishni. I'm currently a senior product and marketing manager with international emerging markets of Amazon. That includes everything from India, Australia, Brazil, Mexico to Middle East and North Africa. So, I look at a big chunk of businesses and I do look at demand shaping strategies, which exactly involve a lot of optimization of SEO. The session webinar will be an hour long. We will try to keep the content up to 45 minutes, and the remaining 15 minutes will be for your question. I do have a very special surprise to share with this group midway through the session. So just try and stay active till the end of the session. A bit about my journey. My road to digital marketing at Amazon, right? I started very, very young. As a college student, started working with the restaurants in Delhi. One was called Kuzat Lane, where I started marketing burgers, and I learned a great deal about online marketing. And mind you, this was 2012, so things weren't as defined as they are now. Where we're sitting in 2024, of course, and headed towards 25. What I did next was for the next 3 years, as I was studying in my undergrad, I experimented a lot. I learned a great deal about SEO because I was running my own youth blogging website, and 80% of the traffic that we would get to the site would be from SEO. Because we had very limited funds to market ourselves. Of course, we got some funding and then marketed ourselves furthermore. But yeah, SEO continued to be a very, very important and critical channel for us. What did I do then? I had options to study, go to different schools. I wanted to try consulting, multiple other things, but I finally um, found my footing in marketing and ended up going to MICA, which is the mecca of marketing in India. Post which I got a chance to intern with Amazon, where I've been there for the last 7.5 years doing very, very different roles. I'm now the top 1% marketeer, not just at Amazon, but in the country. I graduated as like a topper from my batch, and I did have job offers from other mangs like Google and Meta as well. So what I'll try to do is, if you have questions on how to prep for this, how to crack Mang interviews, I would be happy to take that. I see some questions in the chat that want to know, like, how do freshers crack such interviews? I will be sharing tips and tricks for that as well. Let's quickly get into the session. Okay. Before we get into the session, I want to make this interactive. So here's a little pop quiz. Name this character, but I want wrong answers only. No right answers. No marks for giving me the right answer. एंड यस मैं थोड़ा थोड़ा हिंदी में स्विच करती रहूंगी ताकि काफी लोगों को समझ आए आई एम मॉनिटरिंग द चैट सो प्लीज फील फ्री टू आयरन मुम नो कम ऑन गाइस रॉन्ग आंसर्स ओनली सिर्फ गलत जवाब वाले को अवार्ड मिलेगा yes I think the person who gave this answer mechanical engineer you have my heart Ard Tripathi 999 you got it right definitely we need to pay attention and ये बिल्कुल mechanical engineer लग रहा है. Now jokes aside, there's an actual pop quiz. I just want to test your presence of mind and आपके answers chat में देख के मुझे बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है. ऋषभ पंत भी काफी पसंद आया मुझे as an answer. I really like the Rishabh Pant answer as well. Now coming to the actual pop quiz. trick is I give you 30 seconds to answer the questions. You see it and drop your answer in the chat. Don't go to the Q&A section. Use the chat feature of the call to give me the answer. Question 1. Rajit is very shy and withdrawn, invariably helpful, but with little interest in people or in the world of reality. He is a meek and tidy soul. He has a need for order and structure and a passion for detail. Rajit is most likely to be which of the following professions? Uh, is he a librarian, a novelist, a farmer, or a salesman? A lot of you are saying librarian. Okay, we'll monitor this for another 10 seconds. A lot of librarians, some saying novelist, some saying salesman. Very interesting group. Um, One person this task. Can you write the number of uh, salesmen and number of librarian we got in the chat? If someone could count and give them, and even the novelists and the farmer, just count all the options and give. And next question is, on my way to the office, I saw 3 kids. Each kid had 1 bag. In each bag were 3 cats. Each cat had 3 kittens. Kids, bags, cats, and kittens. How many were going to the office? Oops, I maybe gave away the answers. 4, 4, 27, 27, 27. Lots of 27s in the chat. How many of you have attended my previous workshops is what I'm thinking now. Okay. How many of you gave me the answer librarian? Put your hands up. Librarian kitne the? How many of you were of the opinion of librarian? A good chunk of people in this class. Yes, a lot of you said librarian. And how many said 27 were the ones going ahead? Yeah. For the next question, how many? I see a lot of 27. I think majority of the people answered this. So guys, there's no need to give yourself a pat on the back. I have some information to tell you. You all gave the answers I wanted you to give. It was an information bias that I was creating in you by giving you certain clues or hints that would make you give a certain answer. And to be very, very honest, these were things which were very predictable and systematic. So first things first, most people assume Rajat is a librarian. Some also say salesman or novelist. And that is because you have certain occupational stereotypes attended. You know, typically when we have seen librarians, they are very meek. वो चीजों को साफ रखना पसंद करते हैं. They are very soft spoken. They like order and structure. So using those words made you think it's a librarian. But if you look at stats in India, for every one librarian that we have, there are 700 male farmers in this country, right? And that is India. So there was no way Rajit was likely to be a librarian. Okay, moving to the next question. On my way to the office, I saw 3 kids. Each kid had 1 bag. In each bag, there were 3 cats. Each cat had 3 kittens. Kids, bags, cats, kitten. How many were going to the office? I think couple of you got this one right, but majority still got it wrong. The answer was 1, only me. Office to sirf main ja rahi hu na yaar. There is no cat or kitten or bag that needs to go to the office, right? So what this tends to do is frame dependence and availability bias. The kind of information that you're fed makes you react in a certain way and lets you give certain answers, right? So in the introduction, the way my name was said, it made me tell you a different story. Otherwise, I would have just jumped in and started towards my introduction. So a lot of the information that gets presented leads us to an action. And that brings me to what you will learn today. It will be something you have previously learned that you need to unlearn. So ये भूलना बहुत जरूरी है जो हमें पहले शायद सिखा दिया गया. So let your subconscious mind be present in this class as well as your conscious mind that you can feed your long-term memory structures. But coming back to the topic of the day, what I want you guys to take away from today's sessions is what are objectives of the session, that is understanding SEO basics. How do we optimize SEO? I will give you this with some case study examples, and then how to do search engine optimization with AI, right? Now, simply put, what is SEO? Nothing but it's the process of improving your website's performance with regards to what keywords get searched by different customers on a search engine. Now, this search engine could be Google if you're a business. It could be Facebook if you're a page that wants to generate more traffic on this, or it could also be Amazon A9 search engine, right? Each search engine serves a very, very different purpose, and I will get into the details of different kind of search engines, because depending on the kind of company you're in, your SEO strategies and optimizations will sort of evolve and self-satisfy themselves. But long story short, what does SEO help you with? If a customer searches for a certain keyword, organically it is the thing that lets you rank on Google. अगर मैं ऑफलाइन वर्ल्ड में कुछ ढूंढने जा रही थी, let's say I was looking for a ring, right? And there is a business that happens to be selling those rings, then Google or Amazon would help me locate what's the ideal ring as per my needs, depending on what search or keywords I use. Why is this channel important? Can anyone take a shot at maybe trying to say why SEO is important? Anyone? There's no need to raise your hands. Just go ahead and answer in the chat. Okay, I'm seeing the answers in the chat. Improved marketing, brand visibility for more reach, plus repeat. Yes. Why you need SEO is to drive awareness, to bring in more traffic, and to also serve long-term goals of your business. So first things first, it is part of brand awareness. That is reaching potential customers who could be looking for your products. Why do we say who could be looking for your products? Because they would put in certain keywords जिसके ऊपर आप rank करके उनको दिखाओगे कि yeah, this is where I want to be. The next thing is because somebody is searching for those keywords. Let's say I'm searching for a t-shirt or a diamond ring, then it's likely if your website sells diamond rings, I will be a relevant customer to you. Unlike, let's say, somebody saw a random ad on a Google or on a YouTube which promotes t-shirts. I can't tell you the number of times I see very, very annoying ads on my YouTube. Zepto सबसे ज़्यादा दिखता है मुझे. Please tell me the most annoying ad you saw in the last couple of days. And we'll do a high five relate if we have something in common. Tell me the most annoying ad you saw in the last couple of days online. And whatever you tell me is just going to give me more reasons to believe why SEO is more important, because it ties back to the customer's search and it helps you build trust and credibility with your audience because the content is relevant to what they're searching. The next thing is it helps you achieve other business goals like long-term sustainable growth of your business. So if a customer has typed a very specific keyword like custom diamond rings or custom t-shirts and they are led to the site of a Printo or a Carrot Lane, which allows for this service, it allows for better conversion, better engagement metrics on your site. So if you want to be doing business, then this is the most important thing. And I completely agree with some of the options, except the one that said Amazon, because I don't think we do a lot of irrelevant advertising. But yeah, I'll take that feedback. I would love to hear about your experience. So understanding how SEO works. First things first, आपको एक चीज समझनी है कि what Google or any other search engine optimization would do is they will go and crawl information. Now, what does crawling of information mean? Now, let's say you have a website where you categorize your pages and you write different copies of what different sections on the pages do. What this will end up doing is uh, crawling that information. So let's say on one page of yours, you've written brown pants for men under 1,000. Another page you've written t-shirts for men under 500. Google will go and crawl all that information. Next thing they will do is they will start categorizing these results. Okay, brown pants put in one category. Brown pants under 1,000 is a subcategory within that. Brown pants above 500 is a subcategory, or brown pants above 2000 would be a category. It will start indexing कि customer ये search करे तो ऐसे outputs को दिखाना. And in दोनों का combination, the combination of these two would be what will lead to serving search results. Now, again, to summarize, SEO is important for boosting traffic to your website, especially for businesses like Amazon. Absolutely, Sai, like a filter almost. Where does SEO get applied? It gets applied to all kinds of search engines: Google, Amazon, Facebook, all the man, literally, including Netflix. Everybody has a search engine, and mind you, majority of the traffic that either shops or participates on these apps is coming from search, including something like Instagram, which is very, very browse heavy. Um, who the key players in SEO are digital marketeers or aspirational marketeers like yourself, content creators, people who do blogging of websites, or influencers on social media channels, web developers who want to build better websites or landing pages, and of course, business owners. Now, what does SEO do? It allows you to optimize your website content and structure to improve rankings in search engine results. So this is not off website. It is more आप अपनी website का content या अपने Facebook page या अपने Amazon page का content कैसे modify करेंगे to bring more traffic to your site. The next thing is, when do you implement SEO strategies? They should be implemented all the time. If somebody comes and tells you that SEOs do SEO, please only at a time when you want to grow your business. When do you not want to grow your business? All the time. So it's an ongoing process. You need to continuously and rapidly invest in SEO, come what may, the rest of the world says. And how? Effective SEO strategies will combine keyword research, very, very important, on page optimization, technical adjustments where all your web developers sort of do work, and link building strategies to improve search rankings. So anybody who has not worked on SEO, I will get into the components of SEO in the next slides to explain to you what a person does. But before that, a little bit of my story will come here. Now, I was running this website, which was a content blogging website for the youth of this country back in 2012 when I was much younger and my hair was much less grayer. I used to do keyword researches to identify what customers in India were searching about. Now, what was this? I did keyword research to identify the top keywords that customers would search for. And if you see till date, my website top ranks on this keyword, which is what is better, petrol or diesel or CNG. So what we noticed was customers were searching a lot for this keyword, a lot. They wanted to know which cars to buy. And my website used to make content for millennials, which they would like to read, which makes tough financial or economics topic easy to understand. Because financial times, economic times, पढ़ने में बहुत difficulty होती है, considering the jargon they use. And that would mean a lot of the young people in the country wouldn't sort of read such things. So 12 years ago, what your Sharan Hegde and Raj Shamanis of the world are doing today, I was doing on the internet world already. What did I do with that? I drove an article which got 12x the traffic. My company's Alexa rankings improved. For anybody who doesn't know, Alexa ranking is literally in the world of websites. आपकी website की Google search पे rank क्या है? It gives you an aggregated view basis what content you put up on your website. We were among the top 10 youth blogs in the country, and strategies like these is what led to it. So don't underestimate the power of SEO if you are an entrepreneur, if you are an employee of a company, because it's super, super important for your marketing strategy. Now, quickly, what are the key components? 3 types के होते हैं. Just remember these 3. आपको mostly on और off page SEO पे ज़्यादा work करना पड़ेगा. On is the largest part. So these includes how look and feel of your web pages, which includes things like latency, like how fast does the page load? What text comes there? Is the text understandable? What is the metadata? Now, metadata means when your page is in a tab, what is the title it reads? Because that gets crawled by Google and then indexed to a customer search query. Then includes HTML tags, which is how can people locate you or find you. How many of you know image or about image alt text? Just say a yes in the chat if possible. I see a couple of hands raised. It'll be great if you can just say a yes in the chat. Great. So image alt text is nothing but when you upload an image to an online website. I don't know how many of you have done this. There is an alt text that sort of appears for it. Now, why does it happen? Because back in the day, it was very difficult to read images. And even today, it is difficult for somebody to read an image. So what ends up happening is if you put an alt text on it, the Google search engine will understand, okay, let's say there is an image of a panda eating a bamboo, and you are a 9 gag comic website, and a customer is looking for panda memes, right? So if you have written funny panda eating bamboo, then you are likely to uprank yourself and customer will land onto your page, even if your image or GIF takes a little bit longer to load. Um, Aside, there is linking, but we will talk a bit about linking in off-page SEO. So any activities that include search engine optimization but don't actually occur on your website. So these includes referring domains, other websites, that is inbound links, which is aapki hi website pe links dalwana from another website, or outbound links where you redirect a customer to another page, brand mentions that you get on other websites. Like, let's say if I sell lip balms, and this makeup and beauty blog calls my brand in the top 10 uh, lip balm brands to watch out for in India, then that's a brand mention you earn. Or social media interactions, which also bring you back traffic, because Google search is content from everything: search engine, YouTube, all the kinds of channels. The last but not the least is technical SEO. Any actions that refer to your website's core functionality and crawlability, including proper URLs, um, structures, XML sitemaps, mobile responsiveness, ये सब technical SEO के अंदर आते हैं. Usually these things are done by a web developer, but you can be a product manager, something that I do today, जिसमें आप no code tech करते हो, which is you tell people what needs to be done, but someone else does the code work for you. So as you grow and scale in your career, you slowly move away from doing on-page SEO to off-page SEO, and more towards technical SEO as well, if you choose to grow in this field. Okay, quick question to the group. Which letter completes the word here? Saw a lot of A's in the chat. So these answers are typically very, very conditioned by whether or not what you were primed to before this question. So if you had eaten your lunch or eaten a heavy lunch, you're probably thinking of washing your hands. So soap is what comes to mind. And if you unfortunately or fortunately did not eat a meal, then soup, which is related to eating, would come to your mind. So there was a brilliant study done which told about priming. So as a marketeer, these are some to prime your customers accordingly. Before I kind of go towards the next part of the section, I do want to tell you guys something very, very amazing. Do I have your permission to kind of take you through the same? Thank you so much for your notes individually to me. I really appreciate you giving me your permission. So guys, if this kind of information, whatever we discussed today, which is about how to think of marketing, what SEO is, what are the little aspects, is something that's of value to you, and aapko lag raha hai this is something you want to make a career in, then there is a digital marketing certification 6-month live program that Coding Ninja is offering, which is a comprehensive curriculum. It includes a meta asset certification, 10 plus business case studies. There is an AI infused curriculum, and there are live classes by certified experts like me who have made their career in the field of digital marketing, right? So what you will get aside this is access to mock interviews to actually help you land a job, doubt support 7 days a week, and so much more. any more information about this program, there is an application process for the same and scholarship as well. There are program experts, Sarthak live on the call. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to him. But I would strongly suggest, if this sort of content resonates with you, then please feel free to leverage the same and make a wise choice for your own career if you want to make it big in the world of digital marketing. Yeah. Thanks a lot for that permission. And as promised, I took less than 2 minutes to sort of take you through this. Coming back to our topic. So now you know SEO, which is search engine optimization. Search engine optimization is often accompanied with search engine marketing. They are different. Sarthak, I think there is some issue with the link. If you could share it with the group again, I think they are not able to load it for some reason. I would just tell you to please check for it.
Sure, sure.
Yeah. Definition distinction कर लेते हैं दोनों के बीच में. SEO focuses on organic search results. Organic क्या है? जो paid नहीं है. SEM क्या है? जो paid advertising है. Both of them have two big differences. One is cost implication. What does cost implication mean? Cost implication means if you want to do paid advertising, you will have to spend money for it. You will compete with other advertisers, which you will in the organic case also, but you will have to pay extra money to do that. However, it will lead to short-term results, which is like a lot of traffic gain. But if you go for the SEO, it requires a lot of time and effort for long-term results to come, because you will have to make website changes, product changes. You have to be very, very clear and clean about your information, and you have to rapidly and continuously optimize for it. So in the short term, SEM will give you very good traffic and visibility the minute your campaigns are launched, as long as you get reasonable CTRs. But the second thing is SEO will take longer, but it will give you far more superior results, because the customers who will come will be more loyal. They will tend to spend a lot more time on your website than someone who would come from a paid app. So broad differences between SEO and SEM. Another question: which of these two circles do you think is bigger? Mhm. Answers. A lot of people are saying the red ones. No, I mean between the two black ones, which one is the bigger circle? The question says which of the two black circles is bigger. So a lot of people are saying the right one is bigger. And the answer is they are identical. There is no difference between the two. They're exactly the same size. It's again a lot to do with how positioning got done, right? No, sorry. I think I'm getting a lot of answers to host and panelists. You can send the answers to everyone, but the way I'm doing, they are both identical, guys. No difference between the two. With that, I want to tell you overall the view of search engine algorithms. Now, why is this important? Because you could be employed in different kind of roles. You may be in a company that's looking to do its social media marketing, and even then search engine optimization is required. For that, point number 3 is of importance to you, which is Facebook search mein, what are the key factors that influence search engine optimization? One is the engagement metrics. The other is content recency, user search history, and optimized page information, whether you're putting all the relevant keywords or not. When it comes to Google, it is very, very important for you to know keyword relevance, high quality backlinks. अगर दूसरी websites आपको mention कर रही हैं कि नहीं, that becomes super, super critical. And then there is page experience, which is how does your website load, how good is the content, image quality, domain authority. These are the key factors that drive rankings on Google. So please, please be very, very certain of what you put in terms of Google related information here, because number 2 is the most genuine way and the fastest one to generate traffic amongst everyone. I think, folks, you can use the link now. You should be able to observe it. Yeah. And then the third is Amazon's A9, which is the Amazon search engine. What are the key factors that include in this ranking is sales velocity, product relevance, customer reviews, and keyword optimization in titles. So if you have a certain product, let's say you have a t-shirt, or let's say you have a puja article. If you say puja article or kalash for Diwali, Karwa Chauth, Dhanteras Puja, you are likely to see better results on Amazon as customers search, because people will type Kalash for Karwa Chauth when Karwa Chauth is coming, or Kalash for Diwali, right? Prashant, please try and open the new link that Sarthak shared at 3:32 p.m. I think that link should open up. We've tested it at the back end as well. And couple of students have written an response to me as well that they're able to use it. Yeah, great. Glad you all could use that. Now, what are some steps to crack SEO? सबसे पहली चीज, screenshot this slide if you want to learn SEO. First thing is you need to identify keywords, seed keywords. Now, what are seed keywords? Example, if you want to make a website about digital marketing, let's say we are launching a course on digital marketing, very similar to what Coding Ninjas has done. They need to identify keywords related to digital marketing. So SEO, PPC, which is pay per click, social media, these are the kind of keywords that would be your seed. Next thing you would do is you would go to a tool like Google Keyword Planner or SEMrush for Google, A9 Analytics for Amazon, and Meta Tools for Facebook to generate hundreds of long tail keywords. Long tail मतलब जो थोड़े specific research से related हैं. Example, digital marketing is a seed keyword, but long tail keyword could be digital marketing agency, digital marketing strategy, digital marketing courses, digital marketing strategies for students, digital marketing strategies for SEO experts. That is your long tail keyword. Knowing this will give you high intent search query. High intent bole to customer is looking very deeply for this rather than generic keywords. The third step is once you have used, once you have identified your seed keyword and your long tail keywords, use Google Keyword Planner or SEMrush to find what is the search volume, how many people search for it, how difficult is this keyword to rank on. और ये सब आपको generally मिल जाएगा. How many here have even heard of SEMrush? Question number one. And question number two, how many have used SEMrush? Okay, Prabhita has heard of it. Great. Got it. So there is a mixed range that this batch has. Some of you have used it, some of you haven't even heard of it, right? Now, to simplify your lives a bit, I will show you something. Let's just quickly go to the tool. Is my screen with the SEMrush search available? Just please let me know in the chat. Brilliant. I know you may prefer some other platform like RF or others, but for the group's reference, let's go with one tool today. Let's type India and let's say I wanna do DU test papers as a keyword. Maybe I'm a website that tells college students how to appear for test keywords. Of course, they will ask me for identification, a lot of proofing. I will deny all cookies because I'm not interested in more ads. So clearly for this particular date, it's not coming. But if we do, let's go for a simpler keyword like t-shirt. Just give me a second. Yeah. So what keyword overview tool will tell you is what is the traffic, what is the volume of this looking like. Next thing this will do is, now this is a seed keyword, t-shirt, जो मैंने आपको बोला था. इसके अंदर next t-shirt जो चीज आएगी will be something like this. So maybe people want to know how to start a t-shirt business or other things. This keyword magic tool is all you will need to tell you What is the volume? How many people search for it? So in a day, 60,000 people are searching for men's t-shirt in India, and the keyword difficulty is 50%. But interestingly, black t-shirt, 49,500 are using, and keyword difficulty is very, very easy. So this would be a keyword I can easily run an SEM ad on, and men's t-shirt could be something I can try and optimize my SEO on. Why is this important? This is important because if I type the word men's t-shirt on Google, these are the brands that sort of show up first. If you are a brand, let's say like a snitch, your job is मैं इस number से men's t-shirt के लिए Myntra की जगह कैसे आऊं. That's what SEO is helping you guys with. And I'm sorry guys for some of you who know this well in detail. This is more of an introductory session for a lot of people who wouldn't even know the depths of what we are trying to do. Shubha, I only looked at the daily search volume right now for the keyword. It wasn't the monthly. For the monthly, the numbers would be much larger. Right now, this was at a, I think it was a weekly level. Apologies. Yeah. So next thing, once you have done this, जब आपने keywords ढूंढ लिए, what you will do next is, once you have chosen the keywords, you will choose digital marketing agency near me as one of your best keywords because it has high search volume, which is let's say 8,100, or like I showed you, men's t-shirt, and low competition. This difficulty tells you less people are invested in it. There is both informational and transactional intent here. Informational is people want to know about black t-shirts, and transactional is people want to buy this also. If you are a person who wants to sell black t-shirt, this is a great space to get into this keyword versus some of the others that we saw. Yeah. And once that is done, you come to the next step. Now, group and categorize your keywords into topics and subtopics. Once you have done that into logical clusters, you can put your site structure across different stages of buyer's journey. So let's say if somebody wants to buy a black t-shirt, you will put it in the transactional but informational section also. What would informational section look like? Let's say if you are a girl, you can put something like 5 ways to style a black t-shirt, and also 5 black t-shirts to buy from our website, right? Both help you crack SEO. One serves the informational purpose, the other does the transactional purpose. This is super important to understand. I will show you an example using chat GPT कि ये चीज भी अब आपको मेहनत करने की जरूरत नहीं है. AI tools पे जाके आप ये instructions दे देते हो, वो आपको clusters में बना के देंगे without you having to make too much effort, as long as you get your prompt right. Now, quickly, I want to cover one case study of Manyavar. Manyavar, how many of you know of this brand? I don't know, and I'm not going to ask immediately, but thanks, Mohammed, for raising your hand. Soon after its inception in 1999, Manyavar managed to become a traditional clothing wear brand in India. In 2020, however, they wanted to establish a buyer base online as well, right? Yes, KD percent was keyword difficulty ratio. That's right. The next thing is that Manevar had managed to expand across 200 plus cities in India, but online user base established karna tha. So what were they trying to do? They were setting out a goal to establish an organic presence online. What that meant was whenever people search for Indian traditional wear and similar keywords on Google, improving their organic ranking was important. Even though they had a website, they were like nowhere to be seen. Increase organic click share, get more people to click on their website, and of course, improve traffic to their website, um, which they were getting from Google as a channel, right? I'm glad, Sai, you bought a sari from the brand from your mother, but now you'll understand what kind of tricks or digital marketing strategies they deploy to get that traffic to their website. So within the online space, there's a lot of oversaturation when it comes to traditional selling, especially because 80% of India's apparel market is actually traditional clothes, which is wedding dresses for men, sherwani, kurta jacket, engagement dress, especially in the top 5 position. Wahan pe pahunchna is very, very, very difficult, right? So if you are a brand, for Manevar to rank in 3 out of these 6 ads, Manevar ko काफी पापड़ बेलने पड़े. Now, what did they do? They had a lot of challenges. What they focused on was improving their website so the Google bots could crawl it properly. increasing and improving internal links across the website, improve ranking for all non-branded keyword. Non-branded keyword matlab, if customer is searching for Sherwani, then Manyavar should show up, not only when Manyavar ke liye search kiya jaye. And the last, but definitely not the least, is optimizing their landing pages based on various intents like festivals, wedding seasons. What was the solution? First thing they did was something known as merchant listing schema, which provides results in search uh, um, snippets with more product details. So if you see here, it's things like marks and if you see this ad here in the Nehru jacket, you see Marks and Spencer, premium embossed satin, tailored fit. Look at the amount of detail they are giving. It is because depending on the search that customer does, like Nehru jacket for women, for men, as long as those keywords are covered and more detail is given, customer is likely to see you. What this will do is it will improve your visibility, which will improve your CTRs and increase your share of sight. Earlier, the top navigation structure was not proper and irrelevant anchor text था उनकी side पे. Anchor text was leading to the wrong pages. Anchor text is nothing but this text that you see here. The blue part, if you hover over it, there is an anchor text that appears on top of it. अब यहाँ पे shop designer शेरवानी लिखा तो होता था, but what it would lead to, what when you hovered over it, it would talk about Nehru jacket, which is very different product. तो या तो गलत product के बारे में describe हो रहा था, और second thing was when they used to click on the link, it would go to the wrong page. So based on the search volume analysis, the company that was working on this recommended new navigation with proper anchor text after implementing this. And what was the agency able to do with that? Organic ranking in top 1 position improved by 600%. In organic rankings in top 5 positions, improved by 55%. And jo organic click share tha, which is the click-through rates and CTRs that they were getting, it improved by 51%, which is a big, big win, right? Now, this is one example. I can give you more of what such companies could do, but this is a small workshop, and therefore I will come back to tell you that there is there's a lot of pitch work that we could do with respect to our own education. And how could we do that? There is a digital marketing program that I've already told you guys about, where we can discuss more such case studies. There are 10 plus business case studies as part of that, which we will discuss a lot more in detail. So if you want to know more about it, please do fill the Google form that got shared with you. The next thing is, what are the skills to master SEO? Keyword research, data analysis, deep dive, A/B testing, benchmarking, copywriting using AI. Now, why would you need this? First चीज मैंने आपको सिखाई, keyword research करनी कितनी important है. That's the only way you will get your organic content improved. The second thing you need to do and understand is data analysis, which is seeing keyword difficulty क्या है, deep dives क्या है, A/B testing करना, different copies लगाना on the ads that you put. Then going and checking what competition is doing. It's very, very important. Trust me, when Manevar moved from position 5 to 1, they spent a lot of time trying to understand what Mintra and Fab India were doing. Until if they wouldn't have gotten this right, they would not have reached the top 1 position that they were looking at. The last but not the least is understanding usage of AI for all these tasks. Now, how could you do that? By a simple prompt with ChatGPT. मैं कुछ नहीं कर रही हूँ. If I am in a certain industry, I am simply going to go to ChatGPT and I'm going to give them a prompt that, please ChatGPT ji, give me a list of 100 keywords to target building a website. I have then given them the theme of the website, which is EV cars and future of EV. Please do classify keywords on intent, whether commercial or informational. This is important because if I am a site that only talks about electronic vehicles, informational intent is important. But if I talk about selling cars or buying or usage or renting of cars, then commercial keywords are important. In addition, I would also like the cluster keywords to be of semantic relevance. Now, once you put this last, this is your Brahmastra prompt, the Brahmastra part of your prompt. Once you give that, not only will you get informational and commercial keywords, 20 keywords आपको मिल गए, you will get a site structure, this semantic. इसे screenshot कर लो और prompt फिर से दिखा दूंगी, उसे भी screenshot कर लो. It will exactly tell you कि अगर आप एक वेबसाइट बना रहे हो तो आपको बाय कैटेगरी, पहले तो वो कैटेगरीज क्या होनी चाहिए, कस्टमर्स कैसे ढूंढते हैं उन्हें, एंड सेकंड चीज उनके लिए आपके पास टाइटल्स क्या होनी चाहिए. इफ यू वर राइटिंग आर्टिकल्स, this would be perfect. Or if you were making a website outlay, this would exactly tell you what are the things customers search for, and this is how your content needs to be organized. And that's what SEO is all about. So going back to the prompt section, screenshot this prompt if you want to improve SEO, or if you want to save time when you do SEO tasks at your workplace. Nothing like saving hours from your workday, right? Now, with that, I want to tell you two tools for SEO that I use a lot. One is Surfer. You go to Surfer, they will generate an article for you. They will tell you top keywords, what are the indexes of those keywords, how to optimize them, what is the keyword difficulty. Everything except actually manually setting up the campaigns for you, they will do. And now also they have some integration already available. And next is Phrase. Both offer very similar functions of keyword research and keyword optimization that you could do for your SEO. With that, I do want to tell you what are some important skills to be generally a very, very successful digital marketer. First is data analysis and measurement. The second is content marketing. Third is understanding user experience. And if you see, if you go back to the slide where I told you guys about the SEO skills that you need, data analysis, A/B testing, which helps you improve, copywriting, AI usage, and deep dive. They all talk back to one thing, which is improving user experience. These are the skills that you need to become a successful SEO expert. Of course, web development and software development hai, but it's required in very, very minimal volume. So no code tech, even if you are from commerce, you can learn this. You don't need to greatly understand tech, and you should be able to succeed in your career. I want to give you a worldview कि पैसे कितने बनते हैं ऐसे career शुरू करने में. So you can start SEO trainee jobs as much as a lakh to 2.5 lakhs per year. And as you grow in some of these fields, your packages go upwards of 15 to 25 lakhs as well. Of course, it depends on your skill set and experience, but I want you to be aware of this worldview as well of how much SEO analysts get paid. At Amazon, average person doing SEO gets paid somewhere around 15 lakhs or more. Uh, and if you grow in the field, which is much like me, your salary could be in the later half of lakhs or even a crore if you wish to. So this is a great, great domain to be doing a career in, starting your journey in. I will now look forward to all your questions that I could take and give them answers and do more support to you guys through this session. Yeah. So Sarthak, how should we go about taking the questions? I'm going to stop screen share for a second and just see how we could start with the Q&A. Hello, sir. 745 says, I need job in accounts and finance department. How can you reach? Um, if you want to, I am very much available on LinkedIn. Please send me your profile. I will have a look and tell you if you are suited for the profile that you are interested in. Go to amazon.jobs and look for the uh, job there. I see some answers that were given in the chat that I'm looking at answering already. Vijay, if you're still on call, what do you want to know? Or we can sell more business for doing business. I didn't quite follow. The duration of the course is 6 months. Whoever wishes to know a bit more about it, me or someone from the Coding Ninjas team can easily answer. I'm glad, Kumar, Sudhanshu, that you want to learn more things. I stay very close to uh, like the Lulu Mall, and I do visit it very often. But I'm happy to understand if you guys want to know a bit more about SEO, digital marketing, especially our tailored roadmap program, the digital marketing certification program, which is a 6-month live program by Coding Ninjas. Okay, I'm now seeing questions coming up. So, Vishal, you are a MBA Finance Marketing graduate and you want to become a key account manager. What is the better way for you? My first suggestion to you would be, have you applied for campus placements? And I would just like to understand that from you. If you could help me understand, maybe if we could allow the participant to unmute himself. And while he does that, I will answer some of the more questions that are here in the chat. Um, I think anonymous attendee is trying to ask fees of the course. Uh, Sarthak, see if you want to take that question.
Yes, sure. So, Krishni, you have that permission. You can unmute. If you want anyone to unmute, you can do it.
Sure. I
Mhm.
think can we unmute Vishal?
Yeah, sure.
Mm, yeah, if you could help me with that.
So, Vishal, you can unmute yourself and you can raise your doubt here.
Yeah, Vishal, why don't you give us more details? Do you have work experience before MBA? Have you applied for on-campus placements?
Vishal, I believe you are facing some issue or you're not able to unmute. Even you can drop in your question and like we can take up from chat or Q&A as well. And at the same time, Sudhanshu, like as you are asking doubts, so I've given you the permission as well. So you can unmute yourself and you can also come up with your doubts. Like as you're asking, I want to do this part-time job or something. So Sudhanshu, I have given you the permission.
Great. Sudhanshu, you want to take your question? Okay, I'm getting a lot more questions in the chat. Uh, सार्थक आप तब तक आंसर कर सकते हो who
Yes,
what
I'm doing it. I'm
speaks
doing
of
it.
the question?
Yeah, sure,
हाँ,
sure,
thank
sure.
you.
So I'm just averting it. You can take up that all the question related to digital marketing.
Sai, jobs cannot be guaranteed. I want everybody on this call to know jobs take your skill as well as your efforts to be learning about these things. And yes, you can start right after 12th. You can start getting jobs, part-time jobs for sure. You can definitely apply for these programs. I don't think Coding Ninja's team would be discriminating. Jobs cannot be guaranteed. They are totally dependent on your skill and how you perform in the interviews. Uh, Okay, Vishal has worked in Airtel with TSM. So, yes, you can definitely switch to an account management role. What you will still need to do is find relevant referrals in the profiles you're looking at and try and get jobs for yourself. I would like to switch my career in testing. Prabhita, do you want to speak a bit more if you're still with us? Shubha, yes, there is an advanced digital marketing program as well that the team would have. You can, of course, feel free to reach out to me on LinkedIn as well if you want to learn a bit more about it. Um, but I will leave it to Sarthak on calling out like how much more workshops does their team sort of host, because I know a lot of them have these. I would love to connect with you guys on LinkedIn and hear about your queries. Very good question, Tejas. I don't think I continued with the same passion each year. I would say it kept increasing and I kept understanding what things are going to be improved and what is important in the future. So I'll give you an example. My first 2 years, I was very focused on SEO and on-site optimization. Post this, I started doing a lot of off-site marketing, which is paid ads on social, working with influencers to increasing our brand mention. The next years, I did a lot of on-site product marketing, which was working with different product and technology teams, improving overall site experience, which was much larger in scale. So my suggestion to anybody who's trying to build a career is try and see what skill is hot in the industry and try to pick up on it ourselves. Yes, AI can spoon feed us a lot of things, but you need to know how to give the right prompts. Because if you see when you type, let's say, men's t-shirt keywords, a lot of companies can get access to AI related keywords. But why is that one specific company on top? It's because they went a step beyond and they understood what's required to be done, right? I don't think AI tools pose a serious threat to human intelligence alone, especially from a marketing perspective today. But I do see a lot of data biases that occur in these, you know, uh, AI tools that exist. So one thing I would definitely tell you guys is there is a video that I did, which with like an interview that Biziki captured of mine. Um, that actually just talks about something like this. Uh, what I would like you guys to go ahead and do is just maybe watch that interview if you would like to understand a bit more about this part of the world as well. Because I've really answered that question very, very deeply. It's a 15-minute long answer. Please go ahead, watch the video. I have also given access to my LinkedIn. Feel free to connect with me. I can stretch up to another 5 minutes to maybe take in some more question. Prabita, if you want to unmute yourself and just tell us what you do today and why you would like to do the career switch, that would be very, very helpful. Vishal, we took your question. How can you get interior design studio leads? I think, Himanshi, the first thing you need to do is go and do the deep dives on the keywords and you start building your SEO. But if let's say आपकी interior design studio काफी new है, you will need to accompany it initially with a bunch of paid ads as well. So first thing I would tell you is have a proper website. सबसे पहले तो website बनाओ. Make your website to find 15 seed keywords. Not even 15, actually. 5 is good enough because you're an interior design studio. Once you have found those 5 seed keywords, find 100 long tail keywords. Once you have done that, optimize content on your website. And once you have done that, your SEO part is complete. Kickstart SEM as well, along with SEO, so you can boost traffic quickly. And if you want to know more, I'm happy to give better advice on this a bit more in depth. Shubha, I think Sarthak can take this question. Do you provide advanced digital marketing program or not? But feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn. Uh, Sorry, GS Raut, I'm not here to give you openings about jobs. If you want to go, you can visit this website, www.amazon.jobs. And if there is a role suited for you, I'm happy to ensure you get a relevant referral should your profile do the match. Is theoretical knowledge enough to start as a beginner or practical experience counts better? Sanchi, my big advice to you would be at today's world, get the practical experience. I, in one of my workshops, gave some practical advice also. So Google does this very cool thing. It's called the GOMC, which is the Google Online Marketing Challenge. Now, what they do is they give a budget of $200, जो आप किसी भी startup में लगा सकते हो, and then you can learn SEM and SEO strategies. So I would say that could be your first practical experience with you spending zero money, and pick up some freelancing projects or join as an intern somewhere to at least be learning that skill. Else, like you will keep just learning about theory and not get to the practical aspects. Um, Keyword ranking, what is more important? Keyword volume is definitely more important, but understanding intent is equally important. One helps you know the scale, the other helps you know relevance. So knowing both is equally important.
So Krishni, like as I can see, there are a lot of questions related to the certification program, how we are offering the curriculum, how we are offering the job. So like I would love to take up the session